Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Man, the CDC said they are deploying 100 agents or staffers to 3 different airports in the United States checking for a new virus from China. My question is China using germ warfare? Do y'all think China using a new super bug for germ warfare to send people over? We seen it on this. I forgot what the name of this movie was. I seen it on Netflix. When they get the person sick, they come to the United States and visit his family. It spread from his family to other people to other people. Do you think this new virus is created to have the same effect they had in the movies come from China? Right now, they say just isolated cases. But I never heard of, they said, according to the report, the only time they had people from the CDC stationed at the airport when the Ebola outbreak took place. And I think they said it was in 96. So if the situation wasn't too serious, they wouldn't be deploying the CDC at 3 different airports. And it says starting tonight. I'm going to give you some of this article right quick. There's more than 100 staffers from the U.S. Central Disease Control and Prevention are being deployed to 3 U.S. airports to check passengers arriving from Wuhan, China, for fevers and other symptoms of a mystery new virus that killed 2 and affected dozens in China. The CDC announced Friday. That's a serious jump right there. They said a second person had died from the new SARS-like virus. SARS. Remember that came out? They were talking about SARS, SARS, like virus in China. It says highly unusual. It's a highly unusual step. The last time CDC did a routine passenger health screening was during the 2014 Ebola outbreak, according to Dr. Martin, the director of CDC Division of Global Immigration and Quarantine. He said, Dr. Martin quote, I've been here since 1996, and that's the only other time we ever done this for Ebola, Dr. Martin said. He said the screening at the New York City JFK Airport International will start tonight. And the screening at the San Francisco International Airport and the Los Angeles International Airport will begin Saturday. The CDC will look for symptoms such as coughing and difficult breathing and checking temperatures of certain passengers with the infrared thermometer. Ooh, there'll be a lot of. Somebody had wrote me, do I have proof of all my fraud? I guess that's on another video. Well, when I talk about stuff, I read the article, then I'm gonna get my own content. Yeah, I told her, I always say it haven't been proven. This is my opinion. So, but back to that. They say according to Los Angeles and San Francisco are going to begin Saturday. The CDC, but what I was saying, we're in the middle of a flu season here in the United States. So it's gonna be a lot of people being checked. Cause of coughing, sneezing, it's the cold season, it's flu season. So yeah. The CDC took this step after travelers from the Wuhan, I think of Wuhan, it's Wuhan, Wuhan, China, recently arrived in Thailand and Japan affected with the new virus. There have been two cases in Thailand and they have one in Japan. They said, considering the global travel pattern, the additional cases in other countries are likely. The World Health Organization stated in a press release Thursday. They said last year, more than 60,000 passengers flew into the United States from Wuhan, China. It's a city 700 miles south of Beijing. They said the vast majority flew into the three airports where the check will take place, according to CDC. They said January is the peak travel season for China to the United States because of the Chinese Lunar New Year. Martin described the airport agreement as part of a set proactive pre-readiness precaution. Proactive pre-readiness precaution. AKA they scared. They're afraid. Know what that means? We're afraid them people might come in and they might be sick and pass it on to other people. We believe the current risk to this virus is low, said Dr. Nancy, director of the CDC, National Center of Immunizations and Respiratory Disease. They be having a long title for the CDC. Said at a press conference on Friday. For families sitting around the dinner table tonight, this is not something they need to worry about. It's CDC. We don't seen too many damn movies with the CDC. If the CDC get it deployed somewhere, they better shut their junk down. Are they concerned? They scared. The CDC, they don't just send people out just for it. Not a team. They sending 100 staffers to three different airports. They're just not sending that out just to be sending it. They said it's same. They said it's same junk in the movie. They said families that sitting at the dinner table, they're nothing to worry about. Carry on with your activities as normal. We have everything under control. Every movie outbreak, dog. Every movie outbreak start like that. We have everything under control. Don't worry. No. Worry, people. People worry. Anytime the CDC said don't worry, worry, people. Remember, West Nile came out? CDC. Ooh. Get bug spray. Spray West Nile. Hey, you always do the opposite of the CDC when they apply, when they go somewhere. I know they movies, but God done we don't seen too many movies about the CDC. And they send it, hey. And you know you're gonna have an African American / black person / Native American. You know they're gonna have them with their, hey people, I'm black. Look at me. I'm here. You know what's up, black people don't stick around when it be some sickness. So if I'm here, it's okay. As he wiping the sweat off the forehead. Oh man. They say at this point it appears most people caught the virus directly from animals, and the infection does not spread very easily from person to person. Well, give me some more talk about how they caught it from animals. Cause I got 2 dogs and 2 parrots. We ain't caught nothing from them. I get it now. They caught it from animals. You do know there's no stereotype. You hear people joke around talking about don't eat the meat from the Chinese restaurant. You can eat it from the United States Chinese restaurants because you know the FFA. I think it's FFA. They ain't having that crap that you gonna have dog meat. But China, I did a report. I did a video on this. China is the leading country by eating dogs and cats. You think online? Google it. Google it. Everything I said, factual. Unless I'm doing my little city junk on the side, just laughing and stuff. But everything I said is factual when it comes. When I'm saying this, China is the leading country in the world that eat cats and dogs. So they didn't said they are eating cats and dogs and stuff. But they're saying they got it from animals. Mm. They're not saying how they get it from the animal, but there have been cases been reported that eating dogs and cats over in Asia, people catch rabies. You think I'm lying? Google it. Google it, people. I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you at all. Mm-mm. And then they go on and say, this is not a time for people to freak out and be overly concerned. CDC saying it again, dog. Be concerned, man. You don't listen to CDC when they said don't freak out. If they use a word like freak out, come on. You need to be a little concerned. Then they said this is a time for awareness. Then they said he added that much more common illness such as the flu are much bigger threats to Americans than the new virus from China. They're gonna try to play the flu. They're gonna try to play the flu. Come on, man. Then he quote, I'm fully aware that the unknown is more of a source of anxiety than which is already defined, he said. But we should not freak out. He has said freak out twice, people. People. This man has said freak out twice from the CDC. And I know his vocabulary is way larger than that. Instead of saying don't be concerned or don't worry or don't something else. Your man has said freak out twice. A CDC person said don't freak out twice. Be concerned, people. New York, LA, San Francisco. Y'all be concerned, people. This is so far. 2 people in China have died from the new virus. Official called the 2019 novel coronavirus. It's novel coronavirus. It's coronavirus. I think it's coronavirus. They said some 45 people in China have become infected. Some have developed pneumonia. The coronavirus, such as SARS, a severe acute respiratory syndrome, are common in many species of animals, including camels and bats. Sometimes, but rarely, they evolve into and affect humans as well. Is there any camels in China? Bats. It says China health authorities have reported that most of the patients in Wuhan have visited a large seafood and animal market. However, some patients in the outbreak reported has not been to animal markets, which suggests that some limited person-to-person spread may be occurring, according to the CDC. Did you hear what I said? They said some people went to the animal market, seafood and animal market. Then they said some people didn't. So they're saying, which suggests that sun limited, they're using a sun limited person to person spread may be occurring. No, people again, people this disease. That's what they saying. I'm here to, I'm here to get to you straight. They saying people to people contact again some of these people diseases. They're not saying how. They're not saying come from sexual interacted. They're not saying kissing, sneezing. They're just saying some people to people. They said at least for now, the spread appears to be quite limited. Dr. Martin said. He said, reassuring that Chinese authority reported that no healthcare worker who cared for the patient had become infected, and that some 700 other contacts of patients had also not become ill. Then he quote, "This isn't anywhere near in the same category as measles or flu," Dr. Morgan said. Those two infections spread easily from person to person. See, what I don't get, they're saying that the disease is they don't have too much information on the disease, but they keep on trying to compare it to other different diseases, saying it's not like measles and sores, you know. But how you gonna say it's not like that when you don't have that much information on it? Well, no, I'm saying for measles and or flu, but you're saying you don't have too much information on it. If it was if it wasn't that bad or you shouldn't be that concerned about it, the CDC wasn't be stationing 100 different staffers in 3 different airports. You can believe that if it wasn't that doing much of a problem. They said some more of this article. They said to learn more about this new virus, health authorities are taking a close look at SARS. In 2003, SARS spread to more than 2,000 countries in Asia, Europe, North America, and South America. Worldwide, they said more than 8,000 people became sick and 774 died. In the United States, there was 29 SARS cases and no death, according to the CDC. I don't know why we keep stumbling on the CDC. The SARS did spread person to person through close contact, such as kissing, sharing utensils, or taking to someone with 3 feet. That's so stupid. That's are talking to someone within 3 feet. Do you know majority of the conversation, person to person conversation, is within 3 feet? Dr. Martin this said this new virus may be different from its cousin and behave in an unexpected way. He quote, "We have to have humanity and uh, humility and appreciation that it may be different. We can't just assume that we will know from previous virus will always apply," he said. Then it says they're explaining the new screening procedures. Dr. Martin said he expects that the vast majority of passengers arriving from Wayne will be healthy. The CDC will give them information in English and Mandarin about what symptoms to look for over the next 2 weeks. They said after further investigation, travelers that are symptomatic will be sent to a local hospital that work with the CDC. Dr. Morgan said the symptoms of the new virus are so common that he expects the screaming will catch many more people with the flu or other winter virus than it will the new coronavirus. Coronavirus. He, if it turned out someone does have the new virus, they'll be isolated in the hospital. He added that while there are still many questions about the new virus, its incubation period. In its incubation period. For example, or have easily it spread from person to person. The progress of it in such short time has been impressed, including a sequence of virus genome. He said again, it's quite remarkable to me that from a cluster of pneumonia detected just a little over a month ago in Wayne, China, we have fully sequenced the virus and have some diagnosis capable to test for it, he said. Okay, I know I was getting my piece, saying my little thing as I was going through here. But once again, I'm going to say this again. It's the CDC. It's telling you not to be concerned. Don't freak out. Come on. Come on, people. We don't see this movie too many darn time. We don't see this movie too many darn time when the CDC said, don't worry. We have it under control. And you see the outbreak. And they be doing having the whole darn thing blocked off. Having you quarantined into a space. Mm-mm. Do we want to take that chance? Do we think do we think do we think I know I've said that two, three times. I was trying to see if that was any more information. Do we think China have a new or using a germ virus, germ warfare? Do you think China testing a germ warfare on when they doing cities? You know it happened before in this country, in the United States, where they gave them Tuskegee Airmen's a disease and gave other black people diseases and see how it would affect the body. This is not uncommon. This happened. That countries take the disease to the less fortunate and test and see what the results will be on them people. And we know that in wars they have used germ warfare. Some, it's supposed to be illegal to use germ warfare in bombs and stuff like that, but they still do it. Cause chlorine attack in a bomb still a part of germ warfare. Uh, the darn gases what Iraq used to use on their people on the Kurdish and stuff. That germ warfare. So is China now getting people, or they could be people could be volunteer come to the United States and have that virus and hope that it slip through and affect so many people. And you don't know it, then you just affect people. Man, them I know we keep on saying them movies, but them movies got their information from somewhere. People, if you live in California, you live in Los Angeles, you live in San Francisco, you live in New York, man, don't listen to CDC when they tell me don't freak out. What you gonna think when you come through that airport or through the international airport and you see somebody sitting there holding a darn a thermal gun at you, trying to check your temperature and all that kind of stuff. And you see some people who don't work for doing who be at the airport mostly, like that's all. They don't look right there. I'm not used to seeing a CDC person at the door at the gate as we coming through, pointing a door thermal gun at us. I won't be surprised they had a mask on too. Coming up, they know, hey, y'all just be safe, man. Use your own head, use your own mind and stuff. You know, I wouldn't listen to the CDC when they tell you not to freak out, not to take precaution and stuff like that. Especially when they say they don't understand the virus, they don't know what the virus is. Shit, that's crazy. That asinine right there, man. You're gonna tell me not to be concerned about a virus that y'all don't know what's going on with it right now. And you said the possibility of getting it from animals. And then you said the people who ain't been to the in contact in the animal market, haven't been down to the seafood animal market, they still caught it because it could have came from person to person. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Then you're gonna try to compare it saying, oh yeah, most likely you can catch the flu. The flu and something else from that virus. Flu and the measles. Then most likely you can get person to person contact and get the flu and the measles from it. But then at the same time, you said some other people call it from person to person. You don't understand it. Come on, people. Come on. Bump that. Forget it. You know what I'm saying? Forget that junk, man. Use common sense. Use common sense. So now I know there's a lot of people don't look at the news. Don't read the news. Don't check the news for anything. Don't be on, online checking for news. They don't. So that's why I like doing international news or world news. I don't have that many people looking at my page, but at the same time, the ones who look at my page might see something that they never ran across for the day. You know, I'm sure a lot of people ain't running across saying the CDC saying, "Don't worry, don't freak out, don't be at your dinner table discussing this." No, don't, no, no. Worry, people, worry. God damn it! Don't let nobody take your word away from you. I tell you, a lot of time being scared and worried will help you to survive. They help you survive, man. Get your hand sanitizer. You know, there's a reason why when people over in Asia be walking around with that mask on. They understand, they concerned, they're afraid, they scared. I know they be saying it because of pollution and stuff. No, they know what's going on. They know what's going on in those streets. Cause you ain't gonna tell me every time you see pictures of Asia, or especially in China, and them people walking around with white masks on. They ain't doing it just because of small. Small being at one point Los Angeles used to be the small capital. You ain't seen nobody walking around with doing white masks on trying to protect themselves. They know about that doing virus. Don't let the CDC fool you, man. I respect them people at the CDC. I know they're doing their job is to keep the public calm. That's their job to keep the public calm. But at the same time, their job to manipulate the public. They don't want you to panic. The CDC, the CDC don't want you to panic because when you panic, they gonna get flooded with calls. They're like, and they don't want to get flooded with calls. They don't want to have to explain more what's going on with passengers coming from China. They don't want people from, Asian descent being looked at cross-eyed. You know what I'm saying? You'll be looking at them like that person just coughed. I wonder if they got that the virus. They don't want you to be that way. But at the same time, you need to do that way. I do that way with blacks and whites. Be on an elevator or they be standing behind you and just coughing. I look back at you like, the hell, bro? I'm looking back at you. I want you to cover your mouth. You grown damn person. I want you to cover your mouth. Shit. But for real though, be cautious, people. Be cautious. You know, right now they just done 3 airports. They're looking into. So if you happen to go through one of those airports, don't freak out when you see somebody pointing or doing temperature gun at you. Don't freak out. According to the CDC. Oh, this is like I just went through a whole bunch of airports and I ain't seen this jump right here. But y'all pointing or doing temperature gun at me? You telling me not to freak out? Shit. I mean, that shit. What's going on here? Hey, come here. Come here, buddy. I know you're on getting tired. Talk to me. Tell me, why are you pointing doing temperature gun at me? First of all, I want to know what a temperature gun like. Hey, why you pointing that device at me? Are you trying to give me some radiations? Tell me. Like, no, this is just checking your temperature. Why you need to check my temperature for? I don't have no fever. Uh, you know, just an international, just a new rule. No, a new rule. This is not the new rule, people. This is not the new rule. Be cautious, people. Hey, thank you for watching this video. I want you to like. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe to it when you come in. For people gonna watch it later on. Share it. Call your family, man. Call your people that work at the airport. Let them know what's going on. If they work at any one of those 3 airports, call them. Let them know about that. Say, hey, cuz, don't you work at the international part of the airport? I just heard on YouTube that man was saying that the CDC gonna be stationed at the airport in California on Saturday, in Los Angeles on Saturday, and in San Francisco on Saturday, and then to call your people at New York like, hey, yo son, what's up, poppin', dude? But for real, you just say, hey, don't you work at the international airport? I mean, international side of the airport, man. I heard the CDC gonna be hot starting tonight, man. Be careful. Don't shake nobody's hand. Don't whack nobody. If I you, I get a white mask. Talk to your people. All right. Thanks for watching this video. I'm about to end it. And I enjoyed speaking. My one law person. Thank you so much. I know you're working for Google. I don't know you work for Google or not. You might work for YouTube. I don't know. Maybe they like, hey, I need you to check on this black person right here. I don't know. We need to stop him before he gets started. But thank you for watching and stuff. And I hope you have a nice evening. Over here on the East Coast is 4:38. If you live on the East Coast, traffic about to get heated up. People going home from work and stuff. Y'all on the West Coast, enjoy your lunch. If you're overseas, y'all have a good night. I know it's 6 hours ahead. Europe, some parts of Europe, Asia, some other like 10 hours ahead and stuff like that. So you're looking at me from any countries over and overseas, y'all have a good evening. Looking at me from the East Coast, y'all have a good afternoon. Good afternoon. You're looking for me on the West Coast, looking at me from the West Coast, y'all have a good afternoon too. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all take care.